Hello, everyone who's a sports fan. I'm here to give a rundown of the World Cup for the last 2 days. Trust me, I also have things to say about what's happening with NBA free agency, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Okay, the last 2 days, everything has pretty much gone normal in the World Cup. Norway beat Cote d'Ivoire, France pounded Sweden, Mexico beat Ecuador, England beat Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Belgium had a slow start, like they always seem to have in this World Cup, but pulled off the win against Senegal. But then there was the U.S. match. Yeah. Um, Now, if you just look at the box score, it's probably going to not seem that weird. The United States won 2-0. They dominated possession. This was all which was expected, all right? The United States has been ranked above Bosnia Herzegovina for a long time and was expected to win. They are the first seed against the third seed, okay? But that misses the penalty cards, which there were two interesting penalty cards. Okay, first we'll get the big controversial one out of the way. Um, Balogun was issued a red card for a play that was obviously not malicious or intentional, and that's the point of a red card. Okay, yellow cards are for things that maybe were intentional but not that bad, or are like you definitely were too harsh. They're meant as a warning for how you're playing, and you need to stop that, and be cautious about that. And a red card is for like intentional maliciousness and meanness. Okay, to give you an example of previous red cards in the World Cup, we had the biting incident by a player for Uruguay who literally bit another player. He claimed it was an accident. The problem was, in like league play and club play, he had actually been given a red card for biting another player. Like, dude's like part vampire or something, just wants to bite people, or maybe a dog. I don't know. And I don't mean that as a put down to people from Uruguay. All right? Just this one guy. All right? You need to keep your mouth shut. There's another player who headbutted another player in the solar plexus. Like just shoom, boom, right in the solar plexus. Yes, that deserves a red card. Meanwhile, Balogun was in the air trying to get the ball. The player that he fell on is almost out of sight, and he's clearly not even looking at him because he's kind of below him and behind his shoulder, and then he falls on his leg, and it's nasty and it doesn't look good. It also completely doesn't look intentional or malicious or anything like that, and therefore should not get a red card. Like, and so much so that the original ruling on the field wasn't even any card. It was just, yeah, it's a foul, whatever. We'll give you the foul, and that's it. Right, in midfield. Okay, and then the VAR referee goes, take another look at this, and then somehow it becomes a red card. Look, if it was a yellow card, I'd be like, you know what? I actually don't even know if it should be a yellow card, but if it was one, it'd be one of those, it's subjective. No, it's not a red card. I'm not the only one who disagrees. All right. On the live broadcast, Mark Plattenberg disagreed as well, and he's a former Premier League referee. All right. The London Telegraph has posted a headline for Thursday, because guess what? It was Thursday almost by the time the game was over there. One rule for Messi, another for everyone else, question mark, because guess what? Messi only got a foul called on him for something very, very similar that happened to him. He didn't even get a yellow card. All right. The Sun Times in the UK also disagreed with it. And just to make you think it's not just England going, well, we like the United States. No, the Straits Times from Singapore also said it looked accidental. Okay. And the call was unjustified. This makes the game like, it's really a thing. This makes the game against Belgium harder because one of the United States' best strikers will not be able to play. Now, unlike the rest of the game, Today, they will be able to play with 11 players. They do have a lot of capable players, so it's not that huge of handicap. But it does make it harder. I still give the United States the advantage in the game against Belgium, especially given how lackluster Belgium has been in this tournament. But if Belgium wins by 1 goal, there'll be some questions, and definitely if it gets to a shootout because of a tie, all right. The fact is, Balogun would have been one of those 5 people for the United States shooting, and he's now not able to. And that really will bring things into question about the results as well. So that's only one card. Here's the other one. The coach got a yellow card, not of the United States, but the Bosnian Herzegovina, and I keep probably mispronouncing your country, and I do apologize for that. Uh, but he got a yellow card for arguing with the coach. He grabbed the ball. He started arguing with the coach, and arguing with the ref. And the referee's just like, "I've had enough of this. I'm yellow carding you." Okay, and it was just like, whoa! I've never seen a coach get yellow carded. Like, I knew they could get yellow carded. I just never see them get yellow carded before. Crazy. Also crazy that like the coach is this upset when you literally got a horrible call put in your favor and you're gonna keep arguing? Really? Really? It doesn't look good on their coach. It just doesn't. But that is what's happened, and that's part of the reason we tune in for the World Cup. It's not just about the sports; it's also about the drama. And there was drama to go around in this United States game. And frankly, it's probably the most drama we've had in the last 2 days in it. But does my bracket change? No. I still think the United States will be able to beat Belgium, even without uh, Balogun there. Does it decrease their chances? Yes. Do I think they're still going to do it? Mm-hmm. Then they get into the quarterfinal rounds, and luckily, Balogun is back because they're gonna need it badly. All right, I'll be back at some point to do more World Cup stuff. The next video is probably actually going to be about basketball because there's been some moves in free agency. I happen to be a Laker fan, and some of them involve the Lakers. But also, man, the Greek Freak is moved, and that's a big deal too. And LaMelo has shifted, and I don't think that's as big a deal, but he's still a really good starter, and turned out to be the better ball kid to play than others. And so I'll have some comments about that probably tomorrow. I wanted to comment about it earlier, but all of this stuff happened, and I felt that was more important. So tune in tomorrow for NBA, a little switch from World Cup, and then we'll probably be back to World Cup. Hope you enjoy everything, and I hope you be enjoying those games.